The best thing is with these things is to just keep going with examples, because then you start feeling more intuitive around it and you start becoming more comfortable around this concept of arrays. So let's get into it. Let me give you a practical example. Let's say we've got a shopping list and we want to add to it. We want to delete things from the array. We want to access the length properties. How would we go about doing all these things? Let's have a look. Well, the first thing is let's create a shopping list. And you can call it what you want. Let's just call it shopping list. And let's just do necessities. Milk, bread, beer. If we console log this out, let me start Quokka. There you go. Our array is there. Milk, bread, beer. What about if we wanted to access properties in our array? Well, we can access those properties with square brackets. Let me show you. Say we wanted to access milk. So let's console log shopping list, open and close square brackets, and remember we've got to access this in memory, and it's going to be at the starting point, which is 0, and that gives us milk. If we wanted to access beer, what would we do? That's right, we'd put 2. That would give us beer. And with arrays we can also override values very easily. Let's override values. Let's access our shopping list. Instead of milk, let's buy Coke. Now if we console log our array, it's replaced milk with Coke. And what about accessing the length property? What about if we wanted to add elements into this array? If we suddenly remembered, hey, I also need to buy toilet paper. Or what about if we didn't want to buy beer anymore and wanted to get rid of that? How would we go about doing that? Well, let me show you something quickly. Let me just open the console and look at this. Any array that we create, let's just create a number array. Okay, it can be an empty array. If we console log this out and we open up this little thing here and we access its prototype, look at all this. Look at what we have access to. We've got access to the pop method and the push method. And let me give you examples of what those are now. Let's go back to our IDE and let's access the length property. How do we do this? Well, you'll see if we go back to the console, you'll see here that we've actually got a length property automatically on this array. On any array we create, we've got that property directly. So if we go back to our IDE, we can access it. Let's just console log shopping list and let's access the length property. 3. We got 3 items in our array. It makes sense. Milk, bread and beer. Or in this case, Coke, bread and beer. Let's now add an item to our shopping list. How would we do that? Well, arrays have an inbuilt method called push in JavaScript, and that literally pushes an item onto the array. So let's access our array, shopping list. It's going to have a push method on it, and you can see my IDE already tells me that this appends a new element to array, and it returns a new length of the array. So let's push toilet paper onto our array. Now if we console log this out, our shopping list, and there you have it. Okay, but now say we made a mistake and we've got enough toilet paper. We want that thing out of there. What do we do now? Well, that's where pop comes into it. Pop. Let's remove an item from the array. Again, let's access our shopping list. Now we want to pop. And this pop method always removes the last element of the array, which in our case is the toilet paper. And now if we console log our shopping list out, toilet paper is nowhere to be seen. Great, I hope you're having fun. But there's more to arrays than this. Let's get into it.